Welcome to Root Talk with Lillian M. Welcome to Root Talk with Lillian M. You know what time it is? It is time for the truth. It is time for the truth. Well, it might not be everyone's truth, but definitely my truth, and many more that will feel the same. Many more that will feel the same. Today, I want to talk about America, the crime in America. The narrative is something that America says that I refuse to believe. In America, they say black people commit a lot of more crime than anybody else. I refuse to believe that narrative. I strongly believe that that narrative is fake. I strongly believe that narrative is just made to look black people look bad. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that. Because you know what? It doesn't make sense. I heard that black Americans are only 14-15%. Yet you're telling me that they're committing 100%, almost 80% of 50, even 50% of 60-70. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense to those who just don't think outside of the box. And what made it worse for me is that I saw an article that says a white person in America is likely to be killed by a fellow white person. That's when I was like, wait a minute. These people, they go around and say black people, they commit more crime in America, but this article is saying a white person in America is likely to be killed by a white person, and the white people are actually majority in that country. And I was like, wait a minute. How does that make sense? If black people commit more crime in America, which means everybody who's being murdered in America should be murdered by a black person. It's a narrative. Okay, this is my opinion and what I think and what I believe in and what I've noticed. It's a narrative they want the world to believe. I've discovered that America wants the world to believe that black Americans are a bunch of criminals. I can testify to that. Because as for me, I'm always investigating things on social media. I'm also on social media looking for things, information, anything like that. And I've discovered that America wants to force me to watch black people committing crime. Not only me, they want to force the whole world, the whole Africa, the whole. I'm not American, by the way. They want to force the whole Asia, the whole everywhere. That black people, they want to force those videos so that they can convince people that black Americans are the most criminal. I've discovered that videos of black people. One of the reasons why I refuse to believe that black Americans commit more crime in America is that I have discovered that on social media, videos of black people committing crime, they go more viral than the videos of white people committing crime. If you discover that any video of a black person committing crime, it goes way viral. But a video of a white person committing crime, it gets suppressed. It doesn't get much airplay. It's like they're suppressing the videos. Guys, let me tell you this. I do not know how these people operate, but somehow in my brain, I'm convinced that they are suppressing any negative video of white person, and they are making go viral any negative video of a black person. This is one of the reasons why I do not believe that black Americans, they commit more crime. I believe that I believe that American crime is more published, is more shown. They show us to us more. It's being spread all over the world. And guess what? The comments are mostly from white people and other races. They be like, oh, the usual suspects. When this video of black people committing crime or doing that, it goes viral. And you see white people, they jump in the comment section and saying the usual suspects. The usual suspects or anybody else. The other races, the usual suspects. It hurts me the most. Because I've discovered it's a pattern. If you have not yet noticed this, please go and notice this. It's a pattern. Video of a white man stealing will never go viral. I want you to make it. Even if they will make sure, even if it does, it's going to be few. You might actually think that white people do not steal. You might actually think that white people do not commit crimes, but they do almost every day, just as much as black people. But the thing is, the videos of black people, they get more viral. The videos of black people, they make sure these people, I feel like these people, they've designed these apps, this YouTube, this Facebook, this Instagram. I feel like this, and all of them, I feel like they've designed this app to say, you know what, any video, it's like there's an automated thing that has been designed by them. It's just me thinking and giving my opinion from what I think. It might not be the case, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they've done that, like any video of a black person doing anything bad, make sure it goes viral. Make sure it goes viral. I've discovered that it's just a narrative. It's a narrative. Black people, this narrative of saying that black Americans commit more crime in America is a narrative. That's what I believe, and that's what I believe, and that's what I believe as an African. I refuse to believe that black Americans commit more crime. I'm not even America. I've never been there. But from the look of things, how I've experienced social media, American social media, they want to force me. These people, Zuckerberg and his team, they did so well in forcing me to watch black crime. Black American crime. Don't tell me about algorithm. I've been swashing algorithm each day. I'm not interested. But anyway, they still somehow suggest a video of a black man stealing, looting. If it's a black woman, they're fighting this. Any negative video that has to do with the Black Americans, Zuckerberg and his team, they make sure that Mark Zuckerberg and his team, it's like they make sure that it goes viral. It's like a narrative. I feel like, you know what? This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that these people, they make videos of black people go viral like this. I feel like these people, social media apps, they make videos of black people committing crime, doing bad things, go viral, so that they can back their narrative that says black people commit more crime. So when they are pushing this video crime, and then when America, the people be like, you're right. Yeah, people might be like, you might be right that these black people, they commit more crime in America, because you know what? Every time I go on social media, I'm just coming across a black man stealing, black man looting, black man stealing. So you're correct. No, they're not. It's a narrative. They suppress any video of white person looting. That's what I think. And they make sure that a video of a black person committing crime, it goes viral. Anything, if you want to look at it, if you have not noticed the patterns, I want you to check it. Anything that has to, anything negative about black people, these people, they make sure it goes viral. So that they can push the certain narrative that black people are backward. Black people are uncivilized. Black people are criminal. Black people are just animals. And if you notice that any video that talks good things about black people, it gets suppressed. Don't tell me about the algorithm. Spare me the algorithm. These things, I feel like they are very much designed. And I very much believe that these people are capable of making a video go viral. Because every time you post a video, Facebook will tell you pay money and will make your video go viral. If I can pay them to make my video go viral, what will stop them from making videos of black Americans committing crime to go viral? They can. They are able to. So I don't believe it. I refuse. If there's anything that I've refused to believe in African, is that black Americans commit more crime. I don't believe that BS. I don't believe it. 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 And I don't believe it. It's a narrative I refuse to believe. Because these people, they want to show a certain narrative when it comes to black people, that they're a bunch of criminals. And guess what? Social media is doing a very good job. It's like they've created these apps somehow in their mind to just spread negative things about black people. You've noticed that you barely see a negative video of white people. You barely see negative videos of white people looting, stealing. You might actually think they don't steal. You might actually think that white people are the way these apps are designed, you might actually think that white people are the PRS. They don't steal, they don't kill, they don't do anything. It's only black people do bad things. The way these apps are designed. But if you want to dig deep, you realize that videos of black people doing bad things, they go viral. They make sure that they reach Asians, they reach Africans, they reach all over the world, so that they can publicly say black people, they commit more crime. And people will believe them because they always see videos of black people committing crime. And they don't show videos of white people committing crime. And even if they say, white people committing crime, people will be like, we've never come across a video of white people committing crime. It's a narrative. Wake up and use your mind. It's a narrative. It's a narrative. It's so sad that in Black America, you guys don't investigate these things. How did they come up with this thing? How did they come with the results that you people commit more crime? I think you need to wake up and stop relying on their information. When they come up with something that you commit more crime, go do your own research. There's this criminal American page that I follow on social media. I've discovered that you realize out of 10 people they are posting who committed crime, 2 of them are black people. 8 of them mostly are white. That's when those clues make me believe that it's just a narrative. I do not believe that black Americans commit more crime. It's a narrative. I said that's what I think. Because to be honest, I created resentment. I developed resentment. I created hatred for black Americans through social media. I was like, I used to think this. I used to think that black Americans were a bunch of thieves. I used to think that black Americans were a bunch of criminals. But I realized that it's actually a narrative. Let me tell you my wake up call. That made me to realize that this is a narrative they want me to believe. My wake up call was one day I was on Facebook, and I told you I've been swashing this algorithm thing. Don't want to see the videos of black Americans committing crime or anything like that. But anyway, it doesn't work. They'll still push this video on you, whether you like it or not. So this other day, I was just scrolling through Facebook Reels, and then I came across videos of white women, and white men looting. I said, wait, what men and white women are looting? That was America. I was like, We barely see this. We only see videos of black people committing crime. We only see videos of black people. We barely see. They make sure they hide these videos. So I was so interested. I wanted to see who posted this. Then when I posted that, when I clicked to the page, the person who posted that, oh, hell break loose. That was the day I realized that this thing of saying black people commit more crime is just a narrative. That person dedicated his channel, his page, to post crimes in America, like videos of crime in America. And guess what? To my biggest surprise, this person was not racist or anything like that. I don't know whether the person was black or white. I don't know, but it was just a page. Someone, you know those people who dedicated their social media pages to post certain things. That person dedicated his page or her page to post about criminals, videos, looting, stealing, all that such things. So I started scrolling through his page, his videos. Guess what I saw? Shocked me. I've discovered every black video that person posted about black people committing crime, looting. The video was going viral with millions of views, 100,000 of views, and thousands of comments. But any video of a white person committing crime, it had like, if it had more views, it was 100 views. At most, 20 views, 50 views. And guess what? There were many videos of white people committing crime, stealing, looting, shoplifting, all those things. But the videos were being suppressed. I kid you not, that page changed my life forever. That person was posting thousands of videos of white people stealing, looting, shoplifting. Was also posting thousands of videos of black people looting, stealing, and other races. Guess what? Only black people's videos were going viral. I don't know if I can still find that page. I'm gonna see if I can find that page, if it's still there or the person didn't delete it or something like that. That's when I was like, only videos of, out of thousands, only the videos of black people were going viral. The videos of black people, if you post a video of black person stealing, it was going viral with thousands of comments and millions of views. But if you post a video of white person, the video had like 500 views, 200 views, 100 views. Some had 10 views, some had no views at all. That's when I realized this is a pattern. It's like these people, it's like these people have manufactured their apps. Like any video of, that's when I was like, wait a minute, this looks like a strategy. That day I was like, wait, this is like a strategy. They have designed their apps to make sure that to detect any black video of a black person committing crime and make it go viral. I'm saying that's what I feel. If it's a video of a white person stealing, looting, or doing bad things, make sure it doesn't go viral. Make sure I suppress it. You cannot convince me otherwise. You cannot convince me this is not planned. You cannot convince me that is not planned or designed to send a certain narrative that black people are criminals or black people, they commit more crime. This is why I refuse to believe that black Americans, they create more crime. No, I believe that a black American crime is being published. It's being published more. They're showing the black criminals more using social media. I've never been to America, but I'm convinced America has, okay, this is just me in my brain thinking. I'm convinced that America has a TV show that is dedicated to show black crime. You want to look at it, most people have a bad view of black Americans. It is because of these social media videos that are being forced on them. That channel, that page, I'm so thankful that I came across that page. Because I was like, how come videos of black people are going viral? And go to the comments. They'll be like, oh, these monkeys, they're thieves. These Negroes, these things, they're thieves. These people. From this, the other rest, they'll be saying all those about black people. It used to hurt me so much. Until I realized that it's a narrative. It's a narrative. I want you to know that every time you come across a video of black people committing crime, it's just a narrative. It's being pushed more. It didn't just land on you for no reason. No, it's a narrative. You are being controlled. They are making you watch that for a reason. So that when they say black people commit more crime, you agree, like, oh, I see a lot of videos from black people committing crime. So you're telling the truth. I don't believe in that. You know what? This is 2026. Learn to think for yourself. Learn to think on your own. If you rely on these people for information, you're going to be misled. These people will mislead you. Do your own research. You know, whenever you get an information, always do your own research. If you're a normal human being, don't just listen to information and then you accept. One thing that I refuse to do is to see information and then accept it as it is. I wanna investigate it, whether it's true, whether it's fake. I just wanna look for the truth. I just wanna look for the clues and the lies. I just wanna debunk it. I just can't help it. So I can safely say that I strongly believe that black Americans do not commit more crime in America. It's a narrative they want us to believe. Based on that page as well. Trust me, you will barely see videos of white people looting on social media. They will make sure you will not see it. It's like they've designed. Honestly, you cannot. I don't know who's gonna convince me otherwise, but I strongly believe that these apps are designed to make sure that anything bad about black people must go viral, and anything bad about white people must be suppressed. It must not go anywhere. People must not see white people in a negative way. They must see black people in a negative way. That's what I strongly believe. That's what I strongly believe. Because how come same person posting some videos at the same time, one video goes viral, one video gets suppressed? Why? Don't tell me about algorithm. I refuse to believe that BS, because I told you that I have been squashing the Facebook, especially Facebook. I've been in Instagram. I've been squashing the algorithm by pressing "I'm not interested. Please don't recommend this." Yet the next time you log in there, the first video they recommend is the black person looting. So this spam me the algorithm. Spam me, they'll force it on you. I've discovered that these people, if you don't want a certain video, these people have discovered that if you don't want to see certain issues and they want you to see it anyway, they will still show it even if you squash the algorithm. So spam me the algorithm. So I discovered that so from that day I came across that channel. I discovered that that's when I was like, wow, these people are really playing mind games. They're making sure that any video for white person do not go anywhere. They make sure that any video for white person doing anything bad or negative, it do not go in anywhere. You know, I feel like they want to spread a narrative that white people are just good people. They don't do bad things. They just want to show white people. Let me tell you this. I strongly believe that these people, these American apps, they want to show white people in a positive way, and they want to show black people in a bad and negative way. I want you to start looking at this. I want you to start noticing this. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about. That is, if you have not yet noticed it. You will discover that anything bad about black people, it just goes viral. Whether it's Africa, Jamaica, Europe, America, it goes viral. Poverty videos of Africa, they make sure that they go viral. They make sure, because they want to set a certain narrative that Africa is just a poor thing. Of course, Africa is still developing, but the way they make it look, you might actually think that Africa is a jungle entirely. But Africa is actually a continent with beautiful cities and beautiful people, beautiful landscape, beautiful everything. We might not be perfect out here, but the way they want to portray us like we are, they want to portray us like we are not yet involved. And if you want to look at these videos of people who talk good things about Africa, they go nowhere. Have you noticed that even Europeans and other people from the Western world, have you noticed that white people who come from other continents to show the poverty side of Africa, their videos go viral? I want you to notice that. People like Mr. Beast, people like Drew, in fact, everybody who portrays Africa in a very negative way, their videos, they go viral. And have you noticed that people who come to Africa to enjoy Africa, to do vlogs, vlogging nice, showcasing the beauty of Africa, their videos go nowhere. Check the patterns and think. This is something that is programmed. You cannot convince me otherwise. You know, these people, I don't know, when they are programming these things, they think that people are not going to notice. I don't know. They think we are noticing. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, if you think that we are not noticing the patterns, we are noticing the patterns. The patterns that you want to show black people in a negative way, and you want to show white people in a positive way. Anything negative about black people, it just go viral. Anything negative about Africa, it just go viral. Some people, they think Africans we live in jungles. We live in trees. But I don't really blame those people. Anyway, those people think that they're broke. Those people. It's 2026. People who say Africans will live in jungle, you are just broke. You can't afford a 5-star African hotel. Trust me, you can't. Can you even afford $1,000? Can you even afford a $500 or a $200? Can you even afford a plane ticket to come to any African country? Can you even afford to pay a $500 for a night in a 5-star African hotel? You can't. So you can't afford. You are poor and broke. You can't afford. So you rely on your fake social media. You rely on your fake media, mainstream media or social media to lie to you about Africa, because you can't afford to travel. You can't afford to travel. You're poor and broke. So I'm not really the people who think that Africa is a jungle. People are dying there. I'm not really impressed by those people. I just think you are poor. It really shows that you're poor and broke, and you cannot afford to travel over here and see yourself. You're poor and broke. It's 2026. If you think that Africans, they live in jungle, they live in caves, it means you are poor. You are a poor Western people, a poor Asian people. You are a poor Western person and a poor Asian person, wherever you come from. You can't afford to travel to Africa. That's why you rely on your fake mainstream media and fake social media that Africans are just a bunch of people who live in jungles alongside animals. You are just broke. You are just broke. If you think that we live in trees, you're just broke. Do I look like someone who lives in trees? Does this skin looks like a skin of someone who doesn't do a little bit of skincare? Sometimes I don't do skincare. I don't really care about any of those things, but I just But does it look like someone who lives in jungle? Does someone who lives in jungle look like this, honestly? What like someone lives in jungle? Like, honestly, even does this now African hair of mine, does it look like someone who lives in jungle? Give me a break. Give me a break. Honestly, I don't know about others, but personally, I am not impressed by people, these white people who think that white people or Asians or anybody out there would think that Africans are just a bunch of uncivilized people who live in the jungle. You are too broke. Sit down. You can't even afford a plane ticket and a nice hotel in Africa. A plane ticket, a nice hotel in Africa. You rely on fake social media. You rely on your mainstream fake media to tell you a certain narrative. These people, they want to push a certain narrative. So what am I saying? I'm saying all this to tell you that it's actually it looks like, at least for me in my little investigations, it looks like it's a planned thing. That's why it's a planned thing to make sure that anything negative about black people or Africans, it just go viral. That is the main reason why I do not and I refuse to believe that black Americans commit more crime in America. Because how come a person in America is likely to be killed by a fellow white person? How come almost 80%, 90%, according to some articles that I've been reading out there, that they're likely to be killed by a fellow white person? If you're out here telling me, if you hear these people saying that black people are committing more crime, you might actually think that every person who's being killed in America is being killed by a black person. You might actually believe them when these people are lying. They use these so-called men in uniforms, like police, like these so-called investigators, all those things. You might actually believe these people. You're wearing an FIB uniform, or you're wearing a uniform of police, or it won't convince me. It won't move me. I want to do my own research about what you're saying. I don't just accept your information just because you're wearing a certain uniform. I do my own research. I think that's what normal people should do. No, normal people should do, or maybe extra normal people should do. And when these people say that black people commit more crime in America, they create a very negative image of black people in general. That's when you realize that I've seen that black Americans, they say when they go shopping, they get followed. That's when you see people, they start following you in shops. People, you go shopping, you see this Karen started following you. It is because of the narrative that is being spread. You are being published in a very negative way to others. They're doing a very good job, by the way. They're doing this American media and American thing. These people are actually doing a very good, crazy job when it comes to saying a certain narrative about you. They are. This is why. So when you get followed when you're shopping, or get mistreated, or certain people suspecting you of committing a crime, it is because they're being told that you commit more crime, which is not true. It's a narrative, which is not true, as for my opinion, because of what I just believe it's a narrative. It's a narrative. They suppress white crimes and make black crimes go viral, so that they can send their typical narrative that black people are good people. Black people, stop putting us in box. And there's nothing called perfect race. And I want to end this video saying that I'm so sorry. There's nothing called perfect race. There are murderers in white communities. There are murderers in black communities and everywhere else. There are thieves in black communities, and there are thieves in white communities. There are shoplifters in white communities, and they're shoplifters in black communities. There are good people in black communities. There are good people in white communities. So stop acting like there's a perfect race, that it doesn't do bad things. And trying to suppress, when they do bad things, you suppress their videos so that you can spread your narrative that black people commit more crime. I don't believe in that. So I just want to, so after a thorough investigation and my experience, I can conclude that I don't believe that black Americans commit more crime in America. I strongly believe that it's a narrative they want me to believe. It's a narrative that they want the world to believe. It's a narrative they want anyone on social media to believe. That's why they push so much videos of black people committing crime. If you notice that videos of black people committing crime, they go more viral. They push it to everybody. They make sure everybody sees, and go to the comment section, and people will be like the usual suspects. Look at the usual suspects. Social media has made people to believe that black people are the most usual suspects. They succeeded. Thank you, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You've done a good job and convinced the world that we are black people, the most criminal people, the most usual suspects. The most usual suspects. You win. You win. Surely you win. They are your apps after all. These are your apps after all. You control these apps. But you know what? Yes, we're still going to call you out on your apps. We're still going to call you out on your own apps. And we are noticing the narratives. And I'm actually encouraging other people who are noticing things that are just happening in this world that will make sense. Don't just sit around. Grab your camera and talk about these things. They must know that YouTube must know that we are noticing the patterns, that videos that talks negative about black people, or they go viral. Facebook must know that we know that anything bad about black people, it just go viral. It just go viral. It looks like these people in their apps, they're definitely obsessed with black people. Because you see there are a lot of people committing crimes in India. You will never see those videos. A lot of people committing crime in China or anywhere in the world. You barely see those videos. They just want to push the videos of black people committing crime so that they can push their certain narrative that black people commit more crime. Give me a break. I don't believe any of that. I believe that and I'm so grateful once again before I end this video. I just want to say I'm grateful for that page that I came across on Facebook. It made me to believe that no man, black Americans are not as criminals as Facebook wants me to be, as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube want me to believe. It's actually a pattern. It's actually a narrative. Since then, I just realized that it's a narrative. It's a narrative. They want me to believe that black Americans commit more crime, and I refuse to believe it. Based on that, why we barely see videos of white people committing crime, but each and every day we are being forced to watch black people committing crime so that you can publicly say, oh, they create more crime. I don't believe in all that. And once again, there's nothing called a perfect race. There are bad people in every race and there are good people in every race. It's high time you accepted that and stop pushing this fake narrative. You know what? I think that marks the end of my video. I just wanted to make it clear, it's something that has been ringing in my head, and I wanted to talk about it for quite some time now. I think I've said this before, but it's short clips or something like that. I don't know. Oh, I said that before, I don't know. But I want to see it. So this has been ringing in my head, and I was like, you know what? Something is off here. Something is off here. I don't believe that black Americans commit more crime. I don't believe it. I've been seeing white people in the comment section saying black people are 13% and they're committing more crime in our country, in America. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that. Based on my experience on these social media apps. Based on everything. I don't believe any of that. It's just a made up thing. It's just a made up thing. I don't believe it. So yeah. I decided to make this video to let you all know that I don't believe any of this. I don't believe that black Americans commit more crime in America, and I stand by my words. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's just a narrative they want me to believe in the rest of the world. And social media apps, and they're also using social media apps to spread this narrative. That's why we see more videos of black people committing more crime, and we don't see videos of white people committing crime. The videos of white people committing crime, they get suppressed. So because of that and all, I don't believe that black Americans commit more crime in America. It's just a cooked up narrative. That's my opinion. So that's what I think. I'll see you next time on Real Talk. I'll see you next time on Real Talk with Lillian M.